I will invite you to maybe ask 1 or 2 questions before we start. Because in the beginning, the first day, it was just jumping into doing immediately. Maybe one could have done just 1 meeting for warming up and meeting. But as it's a research project and we just went into it directly, and now I want to give you the opportunity to ask maybe 1 or 2 questions and that we can grow together. And then we do Eurythmy with the sound I. I will tell you why. Then we do breakout rooms where I would like to invite you to support each other in what do you need to practice? How are you getting on with practicing? That practicing becomes easier and easier.
My name is Gabriel Cristanto. I'm from Indonesia.
Yep.
So how are you?
I'm fine.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm great too. I'm getting healthier every day. I would like to ask you 1 question.
Please.
What is the background of the movement that you have already suggested during these past 2 weeks? For example, probably it's Tai Chi, since many Chinese are here, or any other traditional movement that you think when you create that movement?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wonderful question, Karen. So great to hear that you are getting better from day to day and that we can go this journey together. And what is the specific about Eurythmy is we have 1 body, and everything what we are doing, the different kinds of arts of movements work with the same body. And in a way, you could say, take it as a picture, yeah? But you could somehow say, you have archetypal forces, you have the stars around, and from the circumference, all good forces coming into the earth and making life possible and so on. And the earth, the thing of the earth is that it combines everything, yeah? All forces work into each other. So if you look at the heart, there are so many things going on. There's a rhythm going on, there's a movement going on, there's a streaming through going on, yeah? There's a perception going on, how is the blood coming in? There's stillness, there's so many things. And the principle of earth is, it brings these things together, yeah? And now, when you work with the energy part of your being, then you can learn to move these energies, yeah? And in a way, you learn in Tai Chi, in Qigong, in Eurythmy, that you somehow do not do it themselves, but somehow you invite these forces to unfold, yeah? And this makes your movement stronger, creates an interconnection between the different parts of the body, because it's done out of the wisdom of the body. And Eurythmy just is interested in the components of what's working together to bring this energetic movement. Yeah? And that's why we somehow look at some single elements of what always works together. And that's the belief that these elements like it to be seen, to be noticed, to be talked to like partners, and this gives them strength and helps them to unfold even more in our body. So it's the same kind of energies we move. It's not from the head, but from the body consciousness where we move it. The real movement takes place within the body. Yeah? When I move my arms, I either feel it happen in my body, or I even do something in my body which moves my arms. And then this inner observation, and it's just through, not so much through doing, but we bring things about through observing it. I observe how it happens, and through observing how it happens, it starts happening. That's not very logical, but the interesting thing about it. So, and through observing, my inner uprightness comes about and my breath reacts. That's then how Eurythmy wants to say hello to the single elements of what lives in us. I'm not sure if this was a clear answer, but at least an attempt to meet what I felt, what you speak about.
Thank you very much.
Great, Gabriel. Thanks so much. Okay, maybe we just go into work, but I invite you that maybe every time we have one answer, one question, that we can better connect with what we are doing and that we experience. It's not an artificial movement, what we try to learn, but we try to discover what lives in us, yeah? And talk or make a connection to what lives in us and strengthen it through this. Thank you so much. And today it's the sound I. And just remember, last week it was ow, ooh, from A to U. Maybe silently you speak ow from last week for yourself. Ow. And it was the element of contradiction. If you just do it once again, that you open your arm, in order to invite energies to flow through your arms into your being. I arrive at myself. Something comes to me, brings me on the heels. And the ooh with the parallelity brings me forward to my toes, to you. The danger of even losing myself. If I do not find myself in you, I lose myself in you. And then again, already now, breathe. And the I goes to the E. Just speak I once. I. You will discover that it's an R, E, and E in it. I. That's also why in different cultures, languages, it's written differently. Some languages write R-E, some languages write E-E, yeah? Or in English, sometimes you just write an E for the I, yeah? Which in other languages, when you write just a line, you speak E. I. Okay, that's what we try to discover today. Take time to arrive at yourself. Use your senses to look around in the realm of your chest. Let your inner react. Let it grow. Turn your hands. Slowly stream downwards through the body into the earth. And notice that the well, your chest, does not become empty from this. It's still full, light. And the breath can react. And make a little step. And breathe. You remember from the ow that we moved from the center last week out to the periphery. And when we were in the periphery, we remember the center. And when coming in, we somehow approach the center, created with the hands a ball, yeah, to feel the center, and remember the periphery. And when going out, we were leaving the center, and in a way we use the fingertips to somehow touch this periphery like a circle around us. contradictions. For the eye, we use the weaving fingers. Just try to make yourself aware of your fingers and let them just weave through the air. That you somehow have the feeling you can feel the air between your fingers, the space between the fingers. It's so sensitive here. Just touch the space inside of your fingers. And when you weave out, and let one finger unfold after the other, just they are a little bit independent. Yeah? When you go out, maybe it goes a little bit from the thumb to the pinky finger. And when you come in, it goes a little bit from the pinky finger, the small finger, to the thumb. And now, when we do the same as before, we are interested in the space in between. So from our center we unfold, but we use the sensation of our fingers to enjoy the space we go through. And when coming in, we use the sensations of our fingers to enjoy the atmosphere we go through when coming in. Expanding and enjoying the path. And coming in, and you just feel how you are gliding through this air. And when you arrive, you're in the center, and the periphery is just very tender memory, not as strong. And then you just go through and just enjoy the space. And let you go your breath with it. And allow your whole body to breathe with it. So even my feet, my leg, experience the slow expansion. And this weaving in is like a weaving through my legs also when I come in. And breathe. And let go. And those of you who stand, make a little step. And everybody who sits or lies, just relax for a minute. And the I, like the ow, is a diphthong from something to something. And we just go through these three letters R, E, E now. And vowels are sounds which originate from the heart. So from your heart, create a beaming, a raying out, a streaming out, which brings your arms out. And then somehow connect with your fingers, with your hands, and invite with the hands to come closer to stream in and bring you on the heels. And this leads you back, and now feel that in your spine something says, but I'm not falling. And you feel strength in your spine, originating from what happened before. And let go. So you could say it's a 4-step movement. From your heart, you go out. Step 1. You connect with what's out there and invite it to come in. Step 2. This brings you back on your heels. You start, yeah? Step 3. And from your heels, energy originates from the earth through your spine, making you upright and even maybe bringing you forward a little bit again, that you do not have the feeling anymore, I'm falling. And let go. The was a yes to that I'm a being of two worlds, and that's mirrored in our being of in left and right. So when you do the you say, yes, there's a right side of me, and yes, there's a left side of me. Sometimes I don't know which one to follow. And the E is the energy which brings the right side to the left and the left side to the right. And this now allows that the two arms start meeting. And this meeting point of the arms is then becoming important for us, that we start that one arm feels the other one. And when you start feeling this crossing, it can happen that you start feeling it happen in yourself also. And then the uprightness comes from within because you feel, I meet myself within. Let go and breathe. Right, left, right to left, left to right. Slight push against one arm against the other one. Feeling this meeting and then starting to discover the mirror picture in yourself also. And what this can create in you. That even the breath reacts. Three things you can watch, that this crossing from left and right, you can do it at the same time, is also the gesture of protection. So it's creating a fence. Yeah? It says stop. And the stop, if the hands are like this, stop, please stop, don't do me anything. Or if I say stop, yeah, there are like knives. I'm not hurting you, but please stop, otherwise you hurt yourself, is also the message of the E. And when you bring one arm, just do it with me, you just invite the energy from one side to go to the other. You create this sharpness by, from your heart, going through your arm and raying light through the hands. You just try to ray through your hands. I'm not making them stiff. Yeah? Or here's light in this realm. I bring it over and I make the light shine there. Yeah? So I do not need my muscles to create this tension. Yeah? I just do it inviting light going through there. Then, number 2, when you do this crossing, again, just do it with me, come from right and left, create this crossing. Look that your garden is big enough. If you say stop, yeah, stop, you have sharp hands, yeah, but you say stop, you are under pressure here. If you say stop, stay away, I don't need you. So have this realm here like a garden where you feel well, and that's a fence where you can meet somebody. But care for that you have a distance which feels good for you, and your breath can still unfold. And then back to the principle behind it, because the true protection comes from I am in contact with myself, and when another person feels I'm in contact with myself, then that's when this person will say, okay, I respect you and I respect that you want me to stop. So this, we come back to this original. I invite left and right to come in, male and female qualities, if you like. I make them meet, and there's a magic word. It's not pushing against each other. It's one arm rests on the other one. So how do I have to push? That my left arm starts resting on the right one, and the right one starts resting on the left one. And this one arm rests on the other. I then take into my being. And out of this, I rest on myself. This growth can come about. With the E, that's just my inner quality of growth, of being like a plant. So when you have your hands here in front of your heart, and you can do it sitting also. If you lie in your bed, you just stream along your body. That's your uprightness. You do not move your hands towards, if you lie, you do not move your hands to the earth. You just go along your body. That's your being. Huh? And we who stand, we just stream downwards from the hands. And try to notice that this makes us upright. Like a plant which grows roots to grow. Yeah? And the more earth is available, the better the plant can grow. And this can lead you that when you have both hands here, to that one hand goes down and creates a countercurrent in which the other arm can rise. But my activity is going down, and I allow the other arm, I enjoy that the other hand rises upwards. And let go. And again, the other hand maybe just slowly move downwards and try what do I have to do that through going down, my other arm lifts. And then if you want to stretch the upper arm, you can go deeper and deeper. And I'm only going deeper and deeper. And through going deeper, slowly, now my left arm is straight. And let your breath react. And again, you have these two arms, which one is going down, the other one is up. It can make you skew. And the E qualities, nothing makes me skew, not even I myself. Yeah? And then again, this inner uprightness comes out of the challenge of the outer one. So last time, from move down, and go down, and then discover it happens inwardly also. The true uprightness happens inwardly. And let go and breathe. These were the basics, and I just invite you to do the R-E-E, one after the other. R, leaning your back on the heels. E, bringing you forward a little bit. And E, bringing you on the balls of the feet and making the heels slide. So I arrive at myself. From R, receiving, E, protecting myself, E, risking myself, daring life. And the invitation is to an R until you feel now R is happening. My breath reacts. I'm on my heels. E. E is happening. I can come a little bit forward because I'm protected. I feel my strength. I can risk to live. And I arrive in myself, in my verticality. And let go and breathe. And now, when addressing life forces and trying to overcome fatigue, we want to invite the legs, our force system, that from there, from our root system, our plant can grow again. And that's why we do the REE with the legs. One leg goes to the side. I breathe, I relax through the legs, I make them a little bit stiff and go back on my heels until I feel the energy of the R streaming in through my legs. Then I continue in this direction with the other leg and cross it. And now I try to create this meeting of one leg and the other one, wherever, if it's the knees, the calves, the lower legs or the upper legs, what fits you, but try to make them meet and feel it inwardly. Yes, this makes me upright, my breath reacts. And then take the left which is behind, bring it forward and stretch it a little bit. And you can also put your fingers on the floor if necessary, and then from your heart, ray through the lower leg into your toes, and try that this raying downwards actually makes you upright. And then make a step forward and relax. And then do it to the other direction. Go to the side. Go through your legs into the earth and receive what's coming back until you feel it even reach your chest, your shoulders. Take the other leg, bring it along, cross it over, and then push the legs against each other. Make them rest on each other. Feel it inwardly and feel the uprightness coming from this. Take the leg behind, move it forward a little bit, ray through it downwards until you notice this makes me upright and even my chest wide and my heels light, only by going downwards. And relax. Exercise number 4, the last one. Maybe you have space to move forward a few steps, and those who lie, I will show afterwards how you can do it sitting, a similar something. And here now I invite you just to make a few steps forward, and in Eurythmy we like to touch the earth with the toes first and then slowly roll down. That's more a feeling way of touching the earth. Yeah, with the heels it's more a 1-2 step, and when you move forward and from the toes to the heels you have time to roll down. Yeah? And then the next step, slowly roll down from the toes to the heels. And then just have your weight somewhere in between, stay upright and relaxed. And now that we address the I quality is that we now move forward and try to observe the leg which is carrying us. And the other leg just makes a step. And then you notice this leg is carrying me and the other one is going forward. This column, someone is carrying me. Yeah? And again, this leg is carrying me. Great. You can do it backwards or again forwards, however you want. So normally we just walk, but somebody's carrying us. Noticing this. Step. And when you have this, then you can also do, oh, there's someone who is allowed just to glide. And then make a step and concentrate on the leg which is just gliding forward. So free, without weight. Yeah. And then make the next step and only concentrate on what does it feel like not to have to do any work. So nice. And then make a step and only feel, oh, so nice, so easy to slowly go forward, enjoy life, yeah? Being on holidays, on the beach. And then do it like this. Just pay attention to this element and the other one, and your inner being will be so grateful that you notice it. And an advanced way is that you try to notice both. You make a step, you feel the carrying leg, and at the same time the gliding one. You feel the carrying leg, at the same time the gliding one. You feel the carrying leg, and at the same time the gliding one. And it's just attempting, yeah, this. And in a way, just stand and relax. Huh? If everything is okay in your body, you will hardly feel it anyway. So your body reacts to that. You try to feel this quality. Don't feel obliged you are to have to feel it. No, just try to feel the carrying force. Try to feel the gliding quality in your leg. And then sit down and relax, please. Listen to the resonance. How do you feel your middle realm now? What reactions do you notice in your chest? Maybe sensations which you normally don't feel, maybe a tickling or a warm quality of feelings, maybe even of something special, astonishment. Or colors. What do you feel more, the surface of your chest or the inner of your chest? Is it more a very quiet feeling or more active feeling which is predominant now? Is it more the front part of your chest which lives in your consciousness, or the back part? The back which lives in your consciousness? When you compare it with the feelings in your belly, how would you describe the differences? How broad are your shoulders? Which shoulder is broader? Which one is higher? or other differences. And then just let go, breathe, relax. And maybe carry this mood we have just experienced into the breakout rooms. Don't force yourself to talk a lot. Yeah, if you feel touched or something. Now, listen to the others and contribute if you have something to contribute. Don't be shy to contribute. Maybe your little thing is just what the others helps to discover themselves, what they would have another idea, but your little part, few thoughts help them to get there. And I asked Esther to create small groups of 3 or 4 people. And if you are 2, it's also fine. And the question is, how are you doing with the practicing? How do you do it? And can you help each other to continue, to have joy in the practicing, to discover something? Because maybe when the other person hears how you do it, this gives this person new ideas how he or she could do it. That practicing becomes joyful and that you feel connected during the week when you know, okay, others are also practicing, others are also facing difficulties. And there's also good things about it, discoveries you could share. 10 minutes in the breakout rooms. How are you doing with practicing? What helps us to practice? I hope you could meet. I hope you could support each other. I am very much aware that sometimes it really needs adapt something, it needs patience. And it's all about connecting to the inner forces of us. And these forces somehow have a name and they have to do with the riddle, what is the human being? And as you know, if you live in a house, the house will be damaged sometimes, but it will be repaired and it will continue to be functional. And if you don't live in a house, then the house will break down after a while. So in a way, being in your house and seeing what's going on, that's what we try to do, to touch our inner systems. That's actually the energy which slowly helps us grow inwardly and develop the forces, finding them again and reactivating them again. I briefly want to show you for this reason why, I think here we are. You can now see the pages from our course, the materials. And we are now reaching step 3. And that's about, step 3 is about, the practical exercises will be about how do I deal with my wishes. And behind it, when you look from the Eightfold Path, it's called the right word. How do you deal with the wish to express myself? And when you then think, okay, expressing myself, my wishes are the deep, or I think at least they are deep expression of myself. I need this, I need this. And then you notice that the glands, which also play a big role in our soul life in the body and our inner health, they also express hormones, they express liquids. And so we somehow touch with these exercises of how do I deal with little wishes actually another level of our organ system. And when you where are we? Okay, when you go to the practical exercise of today, then it's about leaving desires unfulfilled. Yeah, Pascal is explaining it. Also here, yeah, everything is there. And here you can read it up or watch the video. It's about how to deal with little wishes. Yeah, and this somehow strengthens how you live in your body. And the task will be just discover that very often you have little wishes. Last week it was discovering the decision-making processes. And the little wishes, we have a wish to drink a glass of water, we have a wish to smoke a cigarette, we have a wish to make a pause, we have a wish to see a friend, we have a wish to call someone, we have a wish to hear a few nice words. And all the time, wishes make us make our steps. And then discover a few wishes where you say, I'm not going to fulfill them now. Yeah, I have my cup of coffee, not now. And then it's your decision if you say, not today, or maybe only in 2 hours. So don't be cruel to yourself, but just don't react to your wishes as if they would be your nature. Or if you see a nice, beautiful pair of shoes in a window when you go shopping, and you normally would say, oh, so great, yeah, and so cheap. And then you say, okay, no, I'm not buying them today. I come back tomorrow. Maybe they are still there. And then I buy them tomorrow. And then you notice an inner dialogue will take place. And it's actually this inner dialogue with your wish system, yeah, which makes you lively inwardly. And for me, it's very fascinating that when I, for example, say, okay, now from time to time I do it. I do fasting for a few days or a little bit longer. And normally if I don't have my breakfast, I feel very weak. Yeah, the day. I somehow need it most of the times. But when I say tomorrow I start fasting, I don't miss my breakfast. I don't feel weak. So the body reacts somehow with fantasy to what I say, and discover this. So, when you have wishes, try not to fulfill them. Decide yourself how you want to deal with them, and do it playfully. And don't try to change your life. It's just practicing. It's about coming in contact with your wishes and becoming able to tell them how to behave for a while, like children, maybe. And this is the belief, I would say, or the strong conviction that this touches a level in your body which has to do with your glands and your inner health system from this point of view. Okay. What is the difference between standing or sitting to the exercises? Because this we will now just look at. I invite you that we go through the exercises once again sitting. And what is the difference? Yeah, I deal with it directly when we do it. So please take a seat for another maybe 8, maximum 10 minutes to go through the exercises once again. When you do the exercises sitting, then this allows you to have to use less energy to keep yourself upright. Yeah? You can be relaxed. And if you are healthy, standing upright doesn't take energy either. So if standing just upright or being standing doesn't take energy, then you do it like this. If it feels better to sit, you do it sitting. That would be the first exercise of self-observation. In which state am I at the moment? And this then allows you, when you are relaxed, that the exercises affect your breathing. All exercises somehow should reach your breathing, and this needs that your body is relaxed. And if you feel good and you do it standing, then it breathes you relax maybe more easily. And when you do it sitting, it's a little bit more difficult that the breathing even reaches the legs. But as you are more relaxed when you are sitting, it's much easier to reach your legs as if you would do it standing when you're not feeling strong. So sitting and standing is the same, it's just you try to optimize how the energy flow can reach different parts of your body. Because it's not the outer movement, it's what's happening inwardly. We move the fingers and enjoy that they can move through the air so lively, from the center to the outside, from the outside through the inside. And the more you experience, the slower the movement will become, because it's so much to look around. All these many sensations. Wow. You hardly want to arrive. And you move through this beautiful space outside. And your breath reacts. And you come in. And your breath reacts. And then you let go. And breathe. You do the R with one arm and with the other arm. You say hello to left and right. You create the streaming in, which makes you lean backwards. Then you cross your arms until they feel each other, and this brings you forward again a little bit. I'm more upright now. And then you make the E, and you feel now I'm in my full verticality. I'm even a little bit forward, but not leaning forward. And then let go. Arrive at your heart where you always have been, and let go. And then listen what this little journey does to you. And only then repeat. You do say hello to one side, hello to the other. You connect with what's out there and invite it to come in. This starts leaning you back. Wow. But you feel supported. It's a cushion behind me. You cross your arms, you create this protection. This brings you forward. You feel this touch and the inner growth coming from it. And you go with this inner growth. When you have felt it, one arm goes down, the other one rises, and you become visible completely. I am there. And I am there means I have arrived in myself, in my uprightness. I let go, I breathe, I relax, and I listen to what it does to me. This you can maybe do even better when you are sitting. Yeah, each position has advantages, supports this or this aspect. Feel the cushion, support from behind. Feel the meeting also inwardly. Let your inner react. Feel the principle of growth out of what you felt before. Connect with your inner uprightness. Let your breath react and breathe. One foot to the right, one foot to the left. Create a streaming in. You feel it from the legs in your body. And your breath receives it. So let go. Cross the legs. Let the legs meet below there. And the meeting below there makes the meeting inwardly. I'm not trying to meet here. I do it in the legs. And this makes it happen. And makes me upright. And then I stretch one leg forward. And this makes me straight. And I do it with the other leg. And I only go down, like growing roots. And this makes me upright. How do I have to do it that my breath reacts naturally, but reacts? The walking you cannot do sitting, but the principle you can do in such a way that the right leg is now slowly moving forward and you just stream with it. You go forward and then you come back and slowly you go backwards. And this going backwards makes you upright again. And you come back to the middle. And then you push with the left leg into the floor and you feel the uprightness which it makes. Really this carrying force. And then you let go. And again you do it with the right leg. You slowly stream forward, very slowly. You create a streaming forward through the leg, through the whole body. You slowly stream back to the center. Pause a little bit and go back. with the right leg behind. Stream back and feel it strengthens your back. Come back to the center. And then slowly press with your left leg into the floor, push into the ground, and let it make you upright. And then relax. This is a little extra exercise which can replace what we did with the walking. Okay, just listen to the resonance. We were touching something. Yeah? 10 minutes. And it has a resonance already. So do not force yourself. I have to do a certain quantity. Do it in a way that you have the feeling I touch something, I move something in myself. And then listen how your inner reacts. And maybe even discover certain gratefulness or other feelings your body wants to express. Next to all of things which are not so easy to carry, that we do not overlook also these quiet voices. And just relax, sit down, make yourself comfortable. Okay, just sit, relax. Christina, if you missed one day exercise, it was too late in the evening, yeah? And then I just think it's like a meditation. Does this count? Yes, it does. And just a little tip, or just how you can do it is, we always try to discriminate, do it something from my head, or do I use the wisdom of the body? And in Eurythmy, like in many other arts of movements, we want to invite the wisdom of the body. And you can discriminate if you imagine the exercise from a memory and then fill it with body feelings and sensations. Or if you remember it with your body and do it in your fantasy, in your imagination with the body. I move to my right side in my fantasy. Lying on my bed, I move to my left side in my fantasy. I even stretch out my arms in my fantasy. I invite something which streams in and leans me back. It pushes me into the cushions. I don't know why, but I feel I lie deeper in my bed now. Yeah? I cross my right side. I feel it in my left. I cross my left to the right. I feel it. And then I notice, oh yes, now it's meeting. Yeah. Okay, and something is happening. And do it without pushing. Maybe I did it too hard already, but just to show you, yes, you can move your body just lying in bed. And he will enjoy it. Is there anything else which I could? Different sitting, standing. I hope I touched it. You never can answer something fully. Standing, sitting, yes. Okay. I'm so happy to be allowed to work with you. If you have questions, don't hesitate to write them in the chat, because I get a copy from it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to meet you next time. And I hope you feel that these exercises create a sort of inner joy which starts carrying you more and more in life. And don't forget that the exercises, the practical exercises with refraining from little wishes are, in our case, essential exercises to address the fatigue, yeah, to bring the eurythmy to where we want to have it. Thank you so much, and bye-bye, and see you next time.